you snagged? Big fish? Oh my god! Big old tail on him. Got him. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little, I guess it's pretty much the same. Fishing, hunting, you know, all that. But today we're going to be hitting the river, catching big fish, and just kind of help you all out while we're catfishing, kind of show you what we use, how we're catching these big fish. That way you're successful. We're actually going to be catfishing during the day. So that's going to be something a little bit new. But we're just going to show you all how we're doing it, and we're going to go get after this. We'll catch up with you when we're at the river. Let's go! Woohoo! Hello, good morning. Woo! Yes, I'm walking backwards and talking. As you can see, we're kind of fishing like a little waterfall river type thing. But we're going to show you just like how we do it, how we set up, what our setup is, where we go, when we go, what we're using, what holes to look for, just kind of the whole gist of trying to help you be more successful when catfishing. Right now it is like June 15th, June 13th, something like that, I don't know. We're fishing the pre-spawn, so we're just going to show you guys how to be successful when fishing the pre-spawn for catfish. We're gonna set up and we're gonna go catch some fish. Let's go! Alright guys, how I'm doing this, setting up and stuff, I'm using 65-pound braided line. I have a telescopic IM7 Pro Angler, just a basic Abu Garcia Ambassador reel. And as far as my setup, I'm using a three-way system, just like this. And then you have your weights on one end, which that's not how you're supposed to have weights. We're running out of weights because with all those rocks and stuff in that waterfall right there, we are snagging a lot. So usually we're using the flat river weights, 3 ounces, 2 ounces. We've went up to 4 ounces, and then I typically like to keep my weights only about 5 to 6 inches off my three-way. That way it gives it less opportunity to snag. The more line you have out there, the more room it has to snag and get caught up. And then what I'm doing is I'm making my leader like this a little bit longer. That way it can kind of float up, so that way the weight sinks, but the bait can still kind of float around. So we're just gonna cast this out, see if we can get some big ones. Catfishing during the day, high sun, at the river. Oh, and hooks. Everyone that I talk to and stuff, they use circle hooks. I have a tendency to set the hook when I have a fish. So I'm just using this regular octopus J hook like that. It's a size 7, but we're gonna go get this casted out and see if we can get a fish. Let's go. All right, so what we're doing right here, taking our goldfish as bait, goldfish, bluegill. Usually what I do, I just kind of go about 3/4 of the way back, just hook him just like that. That way he can swim, obviously. So what we're gonna try to do and target and throw into the rocks, because that's where the flatheads sit, up in there. Fishing the pre-spawn, so they're trying to find holes and stuff right now. And we're just gonna keep flipping up in the rocks and see what we can get. Let's do it. Look at this big old boy. There's my hand compared to him. Look at that. Most people will be like, oh, you're catching big fish, big hooks. I don't typically go under 4 for these big catfish because they have that big kind of lip bone. So if you have too small of a hook, it'll just kind of go in that, and it has a high tendency to pull out. So I like to have it just enough curl it can go up and over that. And if you do that, I mean size 5 to size 7 hook, you'll have a lot better chance at hooking them and keeping them on. As you guys could probably see, that one I had snagged in the rocks for a while. When you're fishing the river and stuff and in the rocks, I just kind of let the bail open. I had already set the hook and stuff. I just let the bail open, let the current, let him swim out of the snag. And I was fighting it for a good 30 minutes and stuff. Obviously I'm cropping it out, making it shorter for you guys, but I think I was sitting down at one point because I didn't want to fall backwards into the pool behind me.
I gotta get out there and get me one now.
Go for it.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so we're just kind of walking out on these rocks, throwing right up in that little waterfall, just like that. Woo! Here's this fish. That's my hand compared to him. Oh yeah. I was on that same little swivel setup, three-way swivel, with that 7/0 hook right in the mouth.
Oh, it came right out.
Woo! Oh yeah. There we go. Boom, another one in the back.
12 seconds later.
Alright guys, I'm switching to the other side of the bridge. I'm gonna cross right up here. I'll catch up back with you. Woohoo! Voice crack, puberty, yeah! With you once I am on that side. Woo! Alright, I am on the other side of the bridge. And let's get to fishing. We'll catch up with you hopefully when we have a big old fish hooked. Peace! Oh, we are hooked up. Get that one out of the way. How's he feel? Yeah, careful he doesn't get caught on that trestle. Oh, there he goes. He's ripping some drag, isn't he? Oh, nice big old flatty. Woohoo! That is a nice flatty right there. All right, let's get some more. Oh, this one has one right here, right here, right here. This one right here, right here. Got him? What is it? Oh, there you go. All right, well, that's a monster. Oh, he's huge. He's huge. He's huge.
Well, at least I won up your fish.
Yeah. On this one, we had a little sponge hook. We're kind of messing around with the little channels and stuff with some sunny stink bait. Basically, for the flatheads and stuff, we're just throwing out some bluegill, some goldfish. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. This waterfall behind me is nuts. This is basically fishing during the day, catching catfish. It is possible. People say, oh, I only catfish at night. No, you can catch them during the day. Find a nice little spot. We're fishing for the flatheads right up under those rocks and stuff. So we're just going to keep after it and hopefully get some more fish. All right, we're back on the other side again. All right, he is hooked up. You snagged?
Oh, big old fish.
Big fish? You snagged now? All right.
Oh my God.
Big old tail on him. Starting to come up a little bit. Just keep working him, you'll get him. Yeah, definitely. All right, here he comes. No, maybe not. All right, we got him right here. I'd go for the head. Got him. Oh my God. Big old fishy. My arm is so tired.
I got a scale on the truck.
What do you think that weighs? Oh baby. 9 hours later, it's finally all worth it.
We gotta get
Oh yeah.
We gotta get a picture of that.
This is a hog. Woo. Midday too. Look, the sun's still out. Oh man. Woo! Woo! Baby. Woo! Okay. let this go. Well, I caught a boot. I don't know. But I literally switched spots. I actually kind of got in the current. I could feel it kind of drifting down, and all of a sudden it went boom. And I felt him. I gave it about 2 or 3 seconds because the flathead sometimes they'll kind of hit it a little slow. So I wanted to make sure he had it, make sure it was hooked good. And then we landed this nice flatty. I think we're gonna call it a day today on this. We've caught quite a few fish. I don't know if you guys can tell, but on these rocks out here, the water's going lower and lower and lower. You can see more of the rocks if you paid attention. But typically when that happens, the fishing gets pretty slow. When we first got here, the water was really high. Whenever the water's rising, that's when your best fishing is gonna be. As you can see, you'll catch a lot of fish and more boots. Once the water starts lowering, I would call it time to go. On this fish, we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go release this guy and catch you next time. All right, guys, be like my friend Mr. Toad here. He's going to hit that subscribe button. So down in the right-hand corner of your screen. And yeah, I know. I need more friends. All right, I'm leaving. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you next time. Peace.